Hi, so the first method for blending and shading with colored pencils is called hatching or cross-hatching. So we're gonna cross-hatch / hatch. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna hatch just a basic, the color of the entire sphere first. So you just hatch that. So remember, hatching are lines that all go in the same direction. So we're just going to shade in the entire sphere first. Hatching. So again, it's all the same lines that go in the same direction and they're parallel. So we're going to hatch that first. And we're going to put it on very lightly. Alright, then we're going to start adding the core shadow. So remember, the core shadow is the darkest shadow on the sphere. And that's going to go, where the light is going to come from this corner here. So you hatch. And remember, the darkest part is the part away from the light. So the light's here. The side of the sphere that's farthest away from that is in the bottom right. So again, hatching lines. And the further the lines get from each other, the less dark it'll look. So at the bottom here, I'm going to cross hatch really close because the shadow is the darkest at the bottom here. And then as I get closer to the light, I'm going to make my hatching lines move further apart. Alright. So again, just keep hatching. And the darkest lines, the lines that are closer together, will be at the bottom here. As I get closer to the light, I will make them move further apart. And then I'm going to take, so this right here is the core shadow. This is the transitional value. Those lines are not as close together when I hatched them. Last one is the highlight area. I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to just add yellow by hatching, just to make that area lighter. And again, they're lines that crisscross. So, and to blend some of the colors together, I'm going to make some of my yellow hatching lines blend into my blue hatching lines that I made. So see how some of them are going into the blue cross hatching lines I made? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in with a brown and make my core shadow just a little bit darker. And again, you keep using crisscrossing lines. So here are hatching marks, and then I'm going to go back and crisscross them. I'm going to keep crisscrossing them. Alright, then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend it. So you can actually blend colored pencils. I don't have a blending stick right now, but you can use your finger or you can get a blending stick. Okay, so I just got a paper towel and you can kind of just use that to blend it if you need to. And you can kind of see how all the colors, they're kind of blending in together. Alright, so that's one method. You can cross hatch like that. And I might go in and just kind of fix it up a little bit. Alright, so I've got my core shadow, transitional values, highlight, reflected light, and then the last thing is the cast shadow, which I forgot to add. Since the light's coming from up here, you add the cast shadow on this side. Cast shadows, remember, it's darkest near the sphere. So I'm gonna color it dark and apply a lot of pressure. And the farther away I get from the sphere, the lighter I get. I'm gonna go in with my blue and also just make it a little darker with my blue. And again, darkest near the bottom of the object. Gets a little lighter and you get further away from the object. So that's what your first sphere should look like.